The Kept Confidence is a new 140 RPM hand cannon that has arrived with Season 22, Destiny 2, and in today's video we're going to give it a review for both PvE and PvP. I took this bad boy for a spin in a rumble match, and I took it into a dungeon solo. And keep in mind, in PvE, hand cannons were just recently buffed. They're doing 20% more damage to red bar enemies, and they're doing 80% more to majors. So you'll notice when I'm actually using this in this dungeon that I'm able to melt the majors really fast, especially for a primary weapon. It's actually quite impressive. The roll I have on mine, unfortunately, is far from the god roll or the best roll of this. I only have Gutshot Straight and Killing Wind, but the perks that it can get are all on the screen right now. You can see in the right hand column where I have Gutshot Straight, you can actually get Eye of the Storm, which is an excellent perk for PvP. You can get Thresh, which is kind of a mid perk. Harmony, also kind of mid. Pugilist, mid. Gutshot Straight can be really fun, and one thing that I noticed when I was using the gameplay of this in PvP is that anyone with like 8 resilience or lower, I was able to 2-head 1-body them with this 140 RPM. So this is actually really nice. I would highly recommend to try out a Gutshot Straight roll. I had a ton of fun using this particular roll in PvP. I was able to get a bunch of kills that I ordinarily wouldn't get, because normally with a 140 RPM hand cannon, you have to land those 3 headshots, but Gutshot Straight makes it so you can land 2 to the head, 1 to the body. That's quite nice. Then we have Collective Action, which is a decent perk, but for the PvE roll, the best damage perk here is going to be multi-kill clip, which is historically not necessarily the best PvE perk for a hand cannon. It is an absolutely massive multiplier, like it does go up to 50%, so if you do get 3 kills with this, which should be quite easy with all the recent hand cannon buffs, this will feel really nice and will absolutely slap some majors, especially if you have things like Strand Surge on the activity, because it is a 140 RPM Strand hand cannon. So in the right hand column for PvP, I'm saying Eye of the Storm or Gutshot Straight, whichever one you prefer, and that's for PvP. And then for PvE, we're going with multi-kill clip. On the left-hand column, we have a variety of different perks that are also excellent. We have Quick Draw, we have Invisible Hand, which is kind of a silly perk because you'd have to miss shots in order for this to proc. Then we have Stats for All. Then we have a new perk called Loose Change. Applying an elemental debuff to a target increases this weapon's reload speed for a short duration. That seems like it would be more of a PvE-centric perk. And then we have Shot Swap, which is kind of a mid perk. Same thing with Air Assault, also kind of a mid perk. And then Killing Wind, which is really nice perk overall. This is going to give an increase to handling and range. Overall, I'd probably use Quick Draw or Eye of the Storm for PvP, or you could go Killing Wind, Eye of the Storm if you like that a little bit more, or again, Gutshot Straight. Any combination of those 4 should be pretty nice for a PvP roll of this hand cannon. I think that this thing is going to excel significantly more in PvP this season than it will in PvE, simply because its damage perks aren't nearly as strong as other 140 RPM contenders, like the Fatebringer, for example, which gets double damage perks with explosive payload and frenzy, but it still stands on its own 2 feet because it is a Strand 140 RPM, and sometimes you need Strand Surge. It does have a new origin trait as well, which is standing up after crouching for a short time grants this weapon a brief period of improved handling and reload speed. So if you want to crouch around momentarily, you can come out of that and then get that nice reload and handling. Not too bad of an origin trait overall, but I don't think you necessarily want to incorporate a ton of crouching into your gameplay, but if you did, it's there for you, and it doesn't seem like it's the worst. You can see the roll that I have on it here. It has 66 range overall. Definitely for PvP, we're going with as much range as we can possibly get with those accurized rounds, that hammer forged rifling, or if you want some more handling, you can go fluted barrel. Really doesn't matter. That stuff is very nitpicky, but overall, I'd say it's a pretty solid hand cannon. I think a lot of people will have fun using this in PvP this season. Let me know your thoughts about the new hand cannon down in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications on, smash the like button, and click on the screen here to watch another video. I'll see you in the next one. Later.